Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majestic back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your weather update here on your March the 17th, 2026. And as you can see over my shoulder, hey, I got my green on today. We got some great weather out there. It is a touch on the cool side for today. We got another cold day ahead going into your Wednesday, but I do promise you a nice warm up as we go into the weekend. And then maybe some indications we may get a wedge moving back in here as we go into early next week. Now, before we get into this full report, if you live anywhere here across North Georgia and you're new here to our YouTube channel, let me introduce myself. I'm meteorologist Greg Majestic, and I'm on a mission to build a professional 24-hour weather channel here in North Georgia, and I sure could use your help in helping to attract the right sponsors. All I need you to do is to please subscribe to the channel. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future content. So when you're trying to build a channel like this, it's really all about the numbers, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this update here for today as we're taking a live look there at Brasstown Bald. And yes, we got a little bit of that snow up there in the higher mountains. Did snow a little bit yesterday, had some flurries this morning. That snow will be history as we go in through this afternoon, so we'll see building sunshine across the area. In fact, that may be the last time we see snow for the season, but we'll see what happens. As we go take a look here in Braselton, Georgia, outside my back door, yeah, it's still a bit cool outside and 43 degrees with a lot of sunshine outside, but definitely a bit chilly. You need the jacket out there. Local radar, it's clear here for the moment. I expect it to remain that way really for the next 7 days. We're entering into an extended dry period, but the big weather story is going to be the warm-up as we're expecting going into this upcoming weekend. I promise you want to stick around for that. Now, taking a live look there at Lake Chateau. You're also looking at some good sunshine there. I saw a few snow flurries here this morning as well, but a beautiful day on the lake. In fact, I think this weekend may be a great lake weekend if it's something you're interested in perhaps doing, maybe going down Lake Lanier, one of your local lakes in the area. Now, we do have freeze warnings in effect again for tonight, as many areas will be down below freezing once again, but I think the trend will be going upward here as we go to the second half of our work week. Looking at our satellite picture, we're seeing the sunshine slowly increasing here across North Georgia, looking pretty good indeed, and setting up for a great afternoon. We'll have a few clouds we're going to have to deal with, though, going in forward tomorrow. Looking at your regional perspective here, as you take a look at the current conditions, we're all sitting here in the 40s here for this afternoon. Not looking too bad. We got high pressure there sitting there off toward our west, so looking very nice. Looking at our regional model, let's go ahead and take a look at that as we're going to take a look and see how things are going to progress here with our model data here. As we go through the next 12 hours, I want you to watch the little timestamp there in that upper right-hand corner as we kind of go through this. So, again, looking pretty good as we've got that blue line. That's our cold air. It's going to start to retreat on out of here. It's going to be slowly pulling on off. We're going to see kind of a building westerly wind blowing in here. So it's going to set up for some very nice weather here overall. And looks like we're going to stay on the dry side here for the most part. Now, there's a weak little disturbance that may slide down on Wednesday that'll bring down some clouds a little bit. But I think we'll see maybe some clouds overnight and then building sunshine back again for tomorrow. But overall, looking pretty good here as we ride into your Thursday. So let's go look at your forecast maps. Let's go take a look at this. I'm going to put this into motion. Watch the little timestamp there up on top as we go through the days of the week here as we go into your Wednesday. Again, looking pretty good there. That little disturbance that's going to our north may get a few snow showers there across Kentucky and Tennessee, but I think we're looking pretty good for our area, not looking too bad. And then as we go into your Thursday, things really begin to rebound. We'll get back to seasonable levels by the time we get to Thursday, and then they really kick in as we go into Friday, which, by the way, is the first official day of spring at 10:46 in the morning, as the sun will be moving north of the equator, and our days will be getting progressively longer. All right, so going into Saturday, we're going to have a real nice westerly wind here. Look at the high pressure settle down here. We're going to see a nice warm-up. In fact, we're probably going to see some 80s in across portions of North Georgia going into this upcoming weekend. Then as we go into Sunday, here's the thing we got to watch. You got this big old area of high pressure here. It's going to be moving into wedge position going on here as we go in towards your Monday. And what that's going to mean is we'll see a cool down going into Monday and Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday will begin a cooling trend. And like I said, right now, hinting at a wedge in here into early next week, which will back the temperatures off. So here we go with our forecast here. Going into Wednesday, again, we'll see sunshine, some clouds in the morning. We'll call it partly sunny for the day, but maybe some building sunshine later in the afternoon. 51-29 there in the Gainesville area. Looking at your overnight lows, again, they're going to be quite frosty once again. Might see some frost out there this morning. There was no frost out there this morning because the air was pretty dry, as well as on top of the fact we had a little wind around. I think tomorrow morning might be a little bit of opportunity for frost, especially in those protected areas there. And then daytime highs rebounding nicely, roughly about 10 degrees warmer for the most part for what we're seeing today. mostly in the 50s, still a couple of 40s up there in extreme northeast Georgia. Regionally looking like this, not bad, as we got a mix of clouds and sunshine across the southeast. A little weak disturbance that may set off some showers up there in Nashville at 58, 65 in Jackson, 59 in Destin, 56 in Savannah, and 52 degrees over into Charlotte. Next 7 days, here we go. Look at the warm-up, man. Back in the 60s on our Wednesday, 70s as we go into Friday for the first day of spring. And yeah, we're flirting with that 80-degree temperature there going into Sunday. But then we cool things back off, 75 on Monday, and then we're looking at that potential wedge coming in here on Tuesday. Now, forecasting wedges 7 days out can be a little problematic, so that last day might change a little bit. But we'll see how it works out with the forecast models here on the long range. Again, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the channel. And again, I want to thank everybody as we continue to grow. We got a new goal set for subscribers here. Compliments of YouTube that kind of laid it out for us here. So our next goal is to try to get to 25,000 subscribers. And again, we'd love to have you part of our weather family. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And more importantly, very important, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future forecast updates and when we actually do live severe weather coverage. All right, that's it for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next update. Until then, y'all have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.